the king and queen of the Rocka Hula Luau, Derek and Romaine.
Fuck this, I just want to get laid.
On IQ.
Derek Hartley here along with Romaine Patterson, and joining us here in studio, it's photographer Mike Ruiz.
Hey.
Hey Mike. You can check him out on the web at mikeruiz.com. He's also on Facebook, and you can become his friend there.
Become my friend.
He is a celebrity photographer, and he's also a celebrity panel judge on Canada's Next Top Model, which is premiering on CTV on May 26th. So Canucks, don't tell us we never do anything for you.
Yeah.
Go to model.ctv.ca for more information about that. Mike, welcome to the show.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
It's nice to have you here.
I like
We
being
have.
had.
Well, we have. Oh, really?
Yes.
Let's explore that, shall we? I was going to talk about Canada, but I would rather talk about you being had.
How about me being had in Canada?
Does that happen frequently? Tell us about that.
No, I prefer not to be had. Let's talk about Canada.
No, wait, you opened the door on this,
Yeah,
so now I want to know more.
Oh, had.
Are you saying that are you single? Do you have a boyfriend? What's happening with you?
I am single.
Okay.
I am single, so all you listeners out there, I'm taking numbers, names and numbers. Oh, Lordy.
Well,
What's
you're all hot, buff, and tan, so, yeah, what kind of guys do you like?
Oh, somebody with a brain and a sense of humor.
Oh, let me stop you right there. That's not happening. No, what are you really looking for?
Hence my single status.
Okay. All right.
What am I looking for? I don't know.
Now,
I'll know when I find it.
Should they be as hot as you, or less hot, or more hot?
Honestly, I'm at a stage in my life where hot is good. I'm not going to
Right.
lie. Hot is always good, but,
Yeah.
It can't always be entirely about that. It was in my 20s and partially in my 30s, but, those days are long gone, so I need a little more substance to back it up. You know what I mean?
Now, do you think that since you are a celebrity photographer and that you work with a lot of models and that kind of thing, do you think that sometimes men might be intimidated, that they might feel like perhaps they aren't attractive enough for you since you run with kind of a hot crowd?
I don't know.
Let's explore this.
I don't want to, sound like an arrogant. Can I say?
You can say prick on
when
our show.
I don't want to sound like an arrogant prick, but I suspect that that's the case. And it's so far from the truth is the reality. I don't know. People have a perception of me, and it's just totally wrong a lot of the time.
So what should they know? What should the perception be?
Well, I'm just a down to earth regular guy.
Now, why would people believe that you aren't a down to earth regular guy?
I don't know. I guess it has a lot to do with the way I present myself.
How do you present yourself?
Well, I'm a big homo, and I present myself in a.
Look at his muscles.
Yeah, I'm the byproduct
With the veins
of
popping all out, and the big, tight chest.
Hey, I am the product of having of feeling the pressure to overcompensate for being gay. I was a product of the 80s. I came to realize I was gay in the 80s, and I went the overcompensation route. So, I work out, I take care of myself, and, I like to dress well and eat well, and a lot of times that, I guess I have an aesthetic that might be intimidating some people, and couple that with the fact that, I'm a workaholic, and
Are you high maintenance?
You sound high maintenance in this interview.
I'm not. I'm really not high maintenance.
Really? Because you're scaring us and all of our listeners.
I'm not high maintenance. I'm really not.
Okay, to get you out of this hole that you're digging, let me ask you a question that might put you in another hole.
Uh-oh.
So, Derek and I have watched America's Next Top Model for a long time, and there is a question I'm dying to know from a photographer's point of view. So, when Tyra does that whole thing where she says, smile with your eyes, like this is how you smile, and this is how you smile with your eyes, is there really a difference? Because that shit all looks the same to me.
It kind of does, doesn't it?
It can.
There's a subtle difference, and it's funny, ever since, I mean, I've done a bunch of episodes of
Right.
America's Next Top Model, and, I find myself very often like I've kind of coined that expression myself. I'll tell people, people who have, like, bad teeth or, they're
Right.
really gummy or something. I'm like, honey, smile with your eyes. Keep your mouth shut.
That's cruel.
No,
Okay.
no, it's just, but it's just another way of conveying an expression of, approachability and, being pleasant and being subtle about it, so that, I can do it, so I suspect other people can do it. A lot of people can't do it, though. I ask people to, smile with their eyes, and they just can't do it. It just, it looks the same to me.
Right.
That's kind of sad.
Yeah, so, and I hope that answers your question.
It does answer my question a little bit, yeah.
Our guest is a celebrity photographer, Mike Ruiz, and you can check him out on the web at mikeruiz.com. And you do work with a lot of celebrities. No, I mean, obviously, you've photographed a lot of models. They're probably easier to work with because they know what they're doing in front of the camera. But a lot of celebrities don't necessarily have as much experience sort of in front of a still camera. So can they sometimes be harder to work with in that regard?
Oh, absolutely. It's a funny thing about actors. You would think because they make their living in front of the camera that they're not self-conscious, but that's always in the context of them playing another character. But the minute they have to be themselves in front of a camera,
I've heard this.
oh, it's freaky what happens. They just shut down. I mean, it happens. It doesn't happen that much with me because the style of photography that I do, the kind of people who respond to it and who come to me for that kind of photography tend to want something a little over the top and a little surreal, so they kind of know what they're getting themselves into, and I think they come prepared, and they tend to be good in front of the camera. But I certainly have come across a lot of people who, I thought, oh wow, this is going to be amazing. They're so good and they're so funny on TV or in the movies. They're going to totally rock it out in this, photo shoot, but, they get to the set and they, like, shut down. It's weird.
I have a friend who does photography, and he told me a story about Angelina Jolie. And he said, I've shot her several times, and the first time I shot her for a movie that she was playing a character, and she came in, she was in character, the shoot was super, super easy. And, she was great, perfect, excellent. And he goes, the next time she came in, we were just doing a photo shoot of Angelina Jolie. And he's like, yeah, nightmare of my life. He said it was horrible. She was so, just hard to work with because she couldn't just fall into a character and relax.
Yeah, they a lot of times they get really self-conscious too, which is, again, when they feel like they're being scrutinized for themselves. I mean, the reason a lot of people become actors is to have that catharsis to kind of kind of get outside of their head. So the minute they have to, it's kind of like holding a mirror up to them. When they're having their picture taken, I'm capturing their soul on film. So it kind of freaks a lot of people out. But
Now tell us some of the celebrities that you have photographed.